What's going on? Because I'm a fury and I'm going to get right into this. This is not a review for Death Stranding, okay? But this is me explaining why Death Stranding is an eye-opening game. And it's not for anything in the game. This is not going to be me saying, oh my God, this, that, and the fourth. Look, the critics have already said that. If you looking on Google, whatever engine you looking at, you will see that it is very polarizing of a game. And you, like me, have looked up a lot of reviews and you have heard the same thing. It's a game that asks you to be patient, or it's a game that's a slow burner, or it's a game that's boring, but be patient. Like I just said earlier, it's you're hearing the same thing. And why this game is an eye-opener, because it shows you just how many people in the gaming industry have lost their way when it comes to being gamers. Or were they gamers in the beginning? Because the last time I checked, if a game is boring, why would you praise it highly? It's like the gaming generation, the gaming critics have become so lazy, they want their games to be less of a game and more of a movie. Correct me if I'm wrong. They want them to be more of a movie type game, so... Or maybe they have a Hideo Kojima bias. I think a lot of them have a Hideo Kojima bias. And they want this man's first post-Konami game to be a success. Why? Because they loved Metal Gear so much. A lot of them think this game was going to be something. Hell, we had Python Selkin HD make so many videos saying that they're tied in. This game is spiritually tied in with Silent Hills or PT. Hell, they're very convincing games. But a game that many people actually have confirmed to be a walking simulator. This is not me regurgitating nonsense. People actually got their hands on a game and have said, yes, it is what you do throughout most of the game, deliver packages, and then sprouts of amazing things happen, scattered with sparsely within 50 hours of gameplay. Possibly more if you do all the side missions, they say. And I'm like, wow. And this is just like me contradicting myself, because remember, a lot of people say that young people don't got patience, and hell, I say the same thing too. Because me being an older man, older than a lot of these people on YouTube that want to just be told things that make them feel good. Yes, I'm older than a lot of them. And I know I'm contradicting myself when I'm saying I ain't got the patience to play a game like this. Because this is different. In life situations, we tell you, hey, a little patience go a long way. But this is a video game. Something that's supposed to pull you in within a shortest span of 12 hours. You may not, if you do all the side missions, you might not get into something that really makes it feel like, wow, this game is actually getting good. Until a good 15, 20 hours in, depending if you stop and smell the roses in this vastly open, empty, desolate world, which is like that by design, I guess, because there was an extinction level event. Yeah, so you get what I'm saying. Anyway, if a game doesn't get you in a lot shorter than that and make you stay, what's the purpose of touting a game as something that is potentially game of the year? Because yes, people have been saying this game is potentially game of the year, and I'm like, I was kind of iffy on this the more I got to see it. Now, when I seen Norman Reedus up on the beach with all those dead animals, and The baby disappeared, and I saw the 5 monoliths in the sky holding BB. I guess that was symbolic for Cliff's character. I don't know what's going on. I was intrigued. But then when I started seeing gameplay trailer and I started seeing him walking with packages, I was like, what? 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 And here I am at this state right now, doing this video in front of you, and I'm like, you know what? This game has really opened my eyes to the gaming industry. Well, it didn't open my eyes. It really drove it home about this gaming industry and a lot of the critics and a lot of people who make content on YouTube and who are Hideo Kojima apologists. Okay? Hell, I might end up enjoying this game eventually when I do play it, because I am not sold on this game being a day one I gotta have release. If Kojima Studios support this game throughout and add more to it, I will think about that. I will think about buying this game. But I'm going to let this one ride out. Me, and I say things like that, and I might end up buying, I don't know what to think of this right now. I really don't. And to be honest with you, I'm going to wait the spoilers come out to make me like, you know what? Yeah, I know that's bad, but you're going to spoil you the game for you. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I really need to know a lot more about this game. And me just, you know what? Fuck it. I've actually, let me not forget this. I actually heard that this game is definitely, like I said, a walking simulator. I said that earlier, but I just watched something a couple hours ago and the guy said yes. The balance thing, even Hideo Kojima's mechanics, he said everything he's been showing you in these TGS trailers and these things is pretty much the crux of the game. And I'm like, oh, Lord. Like, how could this game be Game of the Year? Is it that much fun to carry packages? And that's not me being an asshole. That's me being logical. Is it really that fun? Is the story really that enthralling? I heard the ending leaves you like, what the fuck just happened? At least with Metal Gear, you had a definitive ending to this chapter, and then you probably had set up like at the end of the credits when you heard audio. Like especially with Metal Gear Solid 1, that set you up to say that the president was running it. And then when you played Metal Gear Solid 2, you realized the president was the third Snake. Okay? And then on top of that, he was called Solidus, aka George Sears, and he was an unaltered clone. Unlike, it was so much thing, and it made you like, wow, this story is really out there. And people are expecting that same lightning in a bottle when it comes to Death Stranding, and I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. To be honest with you, I think Kojima's riding on his reputation on this one. But like I said, I will look more into it. But right now, no. What I am open on and open to right now is the fact that it has showed me a lot of people that I've actually supported let their love for Kojima override their logic and a sense of gaming adventure. Just because you want your beloved developer who brought you past joy to succeed away from the company that let him be let him be at his prime. You know he's at his prime when he did Metal Gear. You know he is. And you want to see that continue, but those days are past him. Be honest with yourself. He doesn't want to make any more. Hell, he's been trying to get out of Metal Gear since, I think he was trying to get out since Snake Eater. Because, let's think about it. The Rising game, he gave to somebody else. And he was going to give Part 4 to somebody else. And He said, okay, you asked for me so much that I'm back. He been trying to get out of this for a while. And I'm gonna be fair before I finish this video. We know he developed this game in such a short span. So think about that, people. How could he make something more than Metal Gear Solid 5 even if he's not given enough time? Remember, he didn't even finish Metal Gear Solid 5. Think about that. And he probably had the shortest span doing this game. And people will probably try to turn around and say, hey, you know, if that's the case, you should appreciate this. No, 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 no. Don't use that guilt, shame, and shit on me. But anyway, because I'm a fury, I'm here, and now I'm out. Peace.